Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a review swatch and makeup look video featuring the new Makeup Forever Artist Palette Volume 3 called Florals. So this is a limited edition for this upcoming spring and it is now available at Sephora. The individual shades are part of the permanent collection, so you can get them individually if you wish. So you may have previously heard of the artist palettes before, and that's because this is the third installment. So volume 1 was called Nudes and it featured neutral shades, as you may have assumed, and that one is permanent, so you can still purchase it. Volume 2 was called Artistic and that one was limited edition also, so it's no longer available. So on the front you have this beautiful logo, and on the back you have a little visual with the shade numbers that are in this palette. The packaging is, as you can probably tell, really durable, so this would be great for traveling. When you open it, as you can see, there's a protective film, which I will remove right now, and you also get a really decently sized mirror. But I'm just going to keep this film on not to blind you throughout this video. Before moving on to the shadows, I also wanted to mention that the box comes with a step-by-step guide. So inside there's more information on the shadows, and you also get 3 custom looks that were created by Danny Sands, who is the owner of Makeup Forever. So the first column of the palette is called Emerald Blossom, so you get like these beautiful blue and you also get a yellow. The second column in the palette is called Nude Blossom, and it has like a nice golden as well as pink shade. And the last one is called Orchid Blossom, and you get like more lilac and purples. I am already familiar with the Makeup Forever artist shadows. I actually have a custom trio that I built where I selected more neutral shades, and actually this color here is in this volume 3 palette, so that's kind of funny. And I also have the no longer available limited edition Makeup Forever times Jamie Chung Be Bold, Be Beautiful, Be You quad, which had really nice shades as well. As you can see, there is a significant difference in size, so the individual shadows contain 2 grams or 0.07 ounces of product compared to the ones in this palette, which are 1.8 grams or 0.05 ounces. The individual shades retail for $24 Canadian, and this palette here is $49 Canadian or $44 US. So this is a $156 value, so I think it's a pretty good deal if you still haven't tried Makeup Forever shadows and want to have an idea of how they perform. As I mentioned before, Makeup Forever has over 200 shadows. I believe it's something like 210 individual eyeshadows, which is pretty impressive, and they come in 5 finishes. The way they name their shades is basically the first part is letters, and that'll describe the finish of the product, and the last 3 digits are basically the number of the shadow. Makeup Forever has 5 finishes for their eyeshadows. They have metallic, iridescent, satin, diamond, and matte. This palette has 4 of those finishes, so it actually doesn't have any mattes, which can be a bit disappointing because we all love having mattes, for instance, as a transition shade or inner crease. So that's kind of one bummer about this palette. So the Makeup Forever artist shadows are super pigmented, although I will say some of these are a bit more pigmented than others, and those would be like the darker shades on top. They are highly blendable and they're glide on really smoothly, and are also very long lasting. But I will say there are some repeats in this one. For instance, there's this pink one here, the pearl, this blue here have been in previous artist palettes or in their 15 shadow palette, which was limited edition for this past holiday. So if you are a makeup collector, that is a bit of a disappointment since you just have two of the same shadows. So I guess it would have been nice if they would have diversified the shadows that they include in their palette since they have so many to choose from. So the 9 shades that are included in this palette are ME230 Peacock Blue. So this has a metallic finish. The next one is I544 Pink Granite. So this one has an iridescent finish. The third one up here is ME930 Black Purple, and this one again has a metallic finish. Moving on to the second row, this is D236 Lagoon Blue, and this has a diamond finish. Next is I804 Golden Pink, and it has an iridescent finish. This one here is I918 Lavender, again has an iridescent finish. Moving on to the last row, this is S404 Straw Yellow. This has a satin finish. The middle one here is ME5112 Golden Beige, and this has a metallic finish. And finally, this is I528 Pearl, which has an iridescent finish. So I have my little makeup remover wipe ready for some swatches. So I'm just going to quickly show you how pigmented these are. So I'm just going to pick a few. So I'll pick this blue one here, the pink one, and let's see, the golden one here. So I don't know if you can see, but they are very, very pigmented. So I'm going to swatch these on my arm now. So I'll start from top and move my way to the right and then down. So first one is ME230 Peacock Blue. So this one is a deep blue. Next is I544 Granite Pink. This is ME930 Black Purple. Next is D236 Lagoon Blue. I love this one. Probably one of my favorite ones in here. Next is I804 Golden Pink. Next is I918 Lavender. So this one is slightly less pigmented. So I'll just go in again and show you how you can build up the intensity. There you go. Moving on to the last row here. This is S404 Straw Yellow. Again, this one is another one that you need to go in a second time so that the product shows up a bit more. And since I have pretty pale skin, it doesn't show up too much on my arm. Next is ME512 Golden Beige. Trying not to go over that yellow one again. So again, this one doesn't show up too much because my skin is pretty pale, but this one is more pigmented. And last but not least, I528 Pearl, which is a great highlighting shade. Here are the 9 shades swatched. I'm a really big fan of the paler, more pastel-like colors, although they all have shimmer to them. But these are really nice too if you want to do a bolder look with darker shades too. So as you could probably tell, these are extremely buttery. They go on with ease. There's no creasing or anything like that. And yeah, I really, really love them. And I'm excited to play a bit more with them and see what looks I can come up with. I don't know if you can tell, but I already have some of the shades on my eyes. So I did film the part where I create this look. So I will roll that clip right now. So for today's look, I'm going to go with something a bit brighter since I am feeling the spring inspiration. So I think I'm going to be using this lilac, pink potentially, this yellow here, as the main colors of this look. I'm going to start by applying this lavender shade, I-518, on the inner and outer corners of my eyes. Sorry for looking down, I just have my mirror right in front of me. I'm not using a primer simply because I want to see how these perform on their own.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life.
Next, I'm going to use I-804 Golden Pink on the center of my eyelids.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
I'm just going to go in with a clean, fluffy brush just to blend the pink and lavender together. As a crease shade, I will be using ME512 Golden Beige.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to.
I'm going to deepen my crease a bit more with shade I-544 Pink Granite.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
For the lower lash line, I'm going to use the shade S404 Straw Yellow.
Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world.
Lastly, I'm going to use the shade I-528 Pearl on the inner corner of my eyes and on my brow bone. So this completes the eyeshadow, and I'm just going to line my eyes using the Makeup Forever graphic liner and the Smoky Extravagant mascara by Makeup Forever. So this completes the eye lip. I wanted to keep it really light and fresh. I hope this video was helpful and that it gave you a bit of inspiration on how to use this palette. Make sure to like this video if it was helpful and subscribe for more videos. So thank you again for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!